So one aspect is how well you are preparing the syllabus keywords, right? So when this definitional aspect is made or done, it'll hardly take 2 minutes. Now ChatGPT AI is there. You just add what is Indian heritage, what is Indian culture, you'll get the keywords. Read the question very carefully. I would suggest that your introduction should open different dimensions and perspectives. You have to gain the confidence of the examiner, right? To make use of flowcharts like this. So hello aspirants. I know the time is very less to speak on how to effectively improve your marks for art and culture section. And I know that, this section is very much dreaded and feared by you all because pata hi nahi hai kahan se karna, and then the kind of questions asked by UPSC, sometimes you are not prepared on the topics. So for the last minute tips, I have try to help you out with respect to how to cook answers when you actually do not know the question, right? So based on that theme, I would like to give you the last minute tips. So we will be discussing on three broad aspects. One is how to write answers when you don't know anything or something on it. Next aspect, which is very important, is how to effectively write answers. Now, this includes more on how you will be dealing with, your presentational skills. So you must be wondering कि भाई art and culture में भी presentation की ज़रूरत है, बिल्कुल, because that's very very important to catch the eye of the examiner, because as you all know, from this section there are 1 to 3 questions शुरू में ही, in the starting only. So if you're not writing good answers and effective answers in the starting, because you don't know na कि examiner will check from the last or from the starting. Obviously, this is a psychological thing that whenever examiner picks up any answer copy or answer booklet, he checks from the very beginning. Beginning mein to art and culture ke questions hai, right? So you have to make sure that despite of not knowing it, you are writing something on it, right? And last aspect is your value addition. I know time is very short to add anything valuable in the remaining 1 or 2 days, but still, if these things are incorporated, you might be feeling more confident and it will help you a lot in your mains examination. So without wasting too much of time, let's start on this. So when we are discussing on how to write answers when you actually do not know on it, right? There are two aspects to it. One is how well you have prepared your syllabus, and second aspect is how well you are breaking the question. So when we are dealing on this aspect, we need to understand the importance of the syllabus and the questions asked by or asked in the paper. So let's pick up the syllabus aspect, right? How that will help you to write something when you do not know anything on it, right? So this is the syllabus of Indian art and culture. So it starts with Indian heritage and culture. Then it says Indian culture will cover the salient aspects of art forms, architecture, and literature from ancient to modern times. So when we are talking on these lines, we have to understand that how well we are managing things up. So when we talk about syllabus, आप क्या कर सकते हो in the last remaining days? Prepare the definitions of it. ठीक है? Let's say there has been a question asked in 2018. What is the need of safeguarding Indian heritage, right? Comment. So when you do not know Indian art heritage ka definition, you will not write effective answers. So one aspect is how well you are preparing the syllabus keywords, right? So when this definitional aspect is made or done, It'll hardly take 2 minutes. Now ChatGPT AI is there. You just add what is Indian heritage, what is Indian culture, you'll get the keywords. So I would emphasize that you play with keywords given in the syllabus. So let's take up heritage. Heritage क्या होता है? इसमें दो keywords are very very important. One is legacy, right? That legacy is passed from generations to generations. अब ये कौन सी लेगेसी की बात कर रहे होंगे इंडियन हेरिटेज में? आर्ट लेगेसी, आर्किटेक्चर, लिटरेचर, कल्चर, ट्रेडिशंस, रिलीजन, राइट? सो ऑल दैट इज पास्ड ऑन from generations to generation is your heritage. ठीक है? तो that's what you need to understand. The various dimensions of heritage. एक हो गया आपका art heritage, एक हो गया आपका literary heritage, और एक हो गया आपका architectural. This is what the syllabus itself is giving you, right? So you just have to put different examples, right? So this is what you have to do when you are preparing the syllabus. That will ensure that something or the other you are writing, because this is for a given that questions are asked from the syllabus, right? अब culture में क्या होता है? They might pick up a phase of history. Let's say अगर उन्होंने विजयनगर पे पूछा है और let's say they've asked on Sangam age, so either they'll ask on Sangam literature, or they'll ask on Sangam economy, or they'll ask on Vijayanagar architecture. So you have something or the other to put in the answer. So this is what you have to do, right? Next thing is, when there is this Indian culture that will cover the salient aspects of art forms, architecture, literature, isko kaise break karna hai, right? So when we talk about breaking the syllabus further in temporal dimension, क्योंकि syllabus में ही लिखा है from ancient to modern times, right? So there is this keyword art forms, right? So what are the different art forms? Visual art, performing art, literary art. अब आप इसको और break करोगे, right? So when we talk about visual art, it's architecture, paintings, sculpture, right? When you talk about performing arts, it's dance, theater, music, right? When we talk about literary arts, it's language, text, scripts, right? अब आपको क्या करना है? In the remaining few days, you just have to make sure that broadly you are able to understand how they have evolved from ancient to modern times. So let me give you one example of each kind, right? So when we talk about, let's say, architecture, how it has evolved from ancient to modern times. There are two ways about it. So when we talk about ancient time period, what all architecture did you see in ancient times? So there is rock cut architecture, caves, stupas, chaityas, viharas, then structural buildings. स्ट्रक्चरल बिल्डिंग्स में क्या आता है? आपके टेम्पल्स, राइट? ठीक है, आप इसको फर्दर डिवाइड कर सकते हो, बुद्धिस्ट एंड जैन आर्किटेक्चर, मौर्यन फेज, राइट? टेम्पल्स में नागरा, द्रविड़ा, वेसरा, राइट? This is how you visualize temporally how ancient architecture looked like. When we come to medieval times, what do we see? Indo-Islamic architecture. We see again temples made different regional styles, यहाँ पर dynasties become very very important, right? The most important dynasties being your Chalukyas, Hoysalas, your Vijayanagar, your different other Kakatiyas, right? So these styles become very important. Even Rajputs are very important here, right? So this is how you visualize architecture. When we come to modern times, specifically with the advent of the Europeans, these structures changed. How? We started to see factory sites. Within these factory sites, we saw residential buildings also. We saw administrative buildings also, right? So European structures came into being. Infrastructure started to be developed in terms of better roads, postal networks, banks, etc. Right? इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि temples बंद हो गए बनने. It's just that this is how visually and broadly you have to break certain aspects. अब अगर question आता है, let's say on Indo-Islamic architecture, that is what you will write. ठीक है? So it all depends on how UPSC is trying to give you. So this is how you break the syllabus from, keyword aspect, right? Temporally is what I believe that you should have a visualization, right? Similarly, now you have to prepare paintings, है ना? तो paintings में भी आप इसी तरीके से approach रखोगे. How? So there are two kinds of paintings, mural and miniature paintings. जब हम mural paintings की बात करते हैं, यहाँ पर cave paintings बहुत important है. यहाँ पर regional styles, mainly Palas, Mughals, they become very very important, right? So likewise you adopt कि भाई ancient to modern times में कैसे paintings evolve हुई. When we talk about modern paintings, here you can expect a question on, during Indian national movement, how paintings and art inspired the nationalist fervor. So something like that could be asked by UPSC on these lines. So this is what is about how you break the keyword given in the syllabus and still are able to, get certain points to write answers on whatever topic the question is asked, right? The next aspect is when we talk about how to cook answers. So I told you two things. One is syllabus and the other aspect is कि चलो syllabus तो हो गया. Now what? Question is in front of you. How do you still manage to write answers? So when we talk about the questions asked in the paper, let us give, take 2-3 examples of already what has been asked by UPSC in the previous year papers. So, there was this question asked on, technological changes or advancements during Sultanate period. And how did it, impact Indian society? Something like that was the question asked, I think in 2023. ठीक है? जब ये question आया, so obviously this is not given in any book, right? You do not get a write-up written on technological advancements or changes done during Sultanate period. Now what to do? So I expect that, there are certain phases or dynasties which you should do. जब हम medieval की बात करते हैं, तो उसमें Delhi Sultanate, Mughals, your Bhakti movement, Sufi movement, they are very, very important. Similarly, Vijayanagar is very, very important, right? Medieval Cholas or imperial Cholas are important. So there are few dynasties which are important. Coming to Delhi Sultanate period. Now, if you do not know, let's say, but you always have some kind of visualization about Delhi Sultanate time period, you must have done Indo-Islamic architecture also. अब break कैसे करना है? किसी भी time पे when we are talking about what kind of technological changes would have happened. तो intro क्या होगी आपकी? Let's say you do not know the content. What you do, you make a flow chart. आपको क्या करना है? आपको break करना है. How? Technological advancements during Delhi Sultanate period. How? What kind of technology? भाई अगर if any Sultanate, Delhi Sultanate dynasty has come and started to rule, right? How they would have ruled? उनके पास क्या strong होगा? Military technology. ये वहीं पर सोचना है आपको, right? And they had a very peculiar style of dressing. That means textile technology भी होगी, right? Then without, so when military has been established, advancements have been given, they will give importance to what? Economy. So agriculture technology would also come into picture here, right? ठीक है. फिर in terms of monument, architectural technology, तो इतना तो आपको लिखना ही है, right? अगर नहीं भी पता, let's say something or the other comes up like this, just break the keyword, right? And obviously you must be knowing certain Delhi Sultans names, Babur, sorry, not Babur, Balban, ठीक है, Iltutmish. So you can write some names, you can write कि भाई उन्होंने हॉर्स को बहुत यूज़ किया, स्टिरप्स, हॉर्स शू, टेक्सटाइल में दे वर स्पिनिंग डन, दे हैड वेरी फाइन क्लॉथ, सिल्क को यूज़ किया, समथिंग लाइक दैट. ठीक है. आर्किटेक्चर में इंडो इस्लामिक आर्किटेक्चर, लाइम एंड मोटर स्टार्टेड टू बी यूज्ड. सो समथिंग और द अदर यू विल फिल इन द गैप, राइट? So this is what you have to do when you read the question, right? Second part of this question was how it impacted the Indian society. When this technology would come in any phase of history, it would have some impact or the other on Indian society. वो impact क्या है? अब आपको पता ही है technology का impact on Indian society क्या होगा? Positive and negative. अगर नेगेटिव नहीं समझ में आएगा तो एक जनरल लिख लो. क्या लिखोगे? एम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ाया, ग्रोथ हुई, अर्बन सेंटर्स बने, सोसाइटी में वी सॉ बोथ पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट. हाउ? स्टेटस ऑफ women improved and declined also. Right? So something or the other, just try to fill in. That's what I'm trying to again and again say and emphasize, that, you know, this topic or this section is such that you feel that you, even if you've done enough, you are not so confident, right? So jab bhi question dikhe, right, you have to just break the keywords. Another example which I would like to give you is, there was this question on what is the need for safeguarding Indian art heritage. So this was the question. Now this is not on any peculiar dynasty. This is an open-ended question but has come from your keyword given in the syllabus. अब इसमें आप क्या करोगे? Obviously you will write the intro as Indian art heritage. वो क्या होता है? This is what you will define. I would suggest that you make a flow chart, right? नीड को कैसे जस्टिफाई करोगे? बाय गिविंग इम्पोर्टेंस. इसको आप डायमेंशंस में लेकर आओ. दिस इज हाउ यू इफेक्टिवली इंप्रूव आंसर राइटिंग. हाउ? क्या नीड है? हाउ? व्हाई डू यू से दैट देयर इज द नीड टू प्रिजर्व इंडियन आर्ट हेरिटेज? दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू सिग्निफाई दैट व्हाट इंपॉर्टेंस डज इंडियन आर्ट हेरिटेज और इंडियन हेरिटेज होल्ड्स. इकोनॉमिक इंपॉर्टेंस, इकोलॉजिकल इंपॉर्टेंस, right? Administrative importance, historical importance है, cultural importance है, right? So just bring in more dimensions to fill the pages. So this is what I would like to tell you with respect to when you do not know how to, write more when you're cooking in the short span of time, right? The next aspect which I would like to highlight is So once we have done this, how do you effectively write answers? How do you present your answers? देखो जैसे मैंने बोला, if you have less content, better it is to present them well, right? Because when you have more content, you have this habit of writing more rather than presenting it, right? मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है that in art and culture you can display maximum of presentation skills. So now let's come to understand how to effectively write answers in art and culture, right? So what kind of presentation you can adopt? See, first of all, I would like to tell you that, read the question very carefully, right? So when you read the question, I would suggest that your introduction should open different dimensions and perspectives. अब वो चाहे कोई भी टॉपिक हो, लेट्स से इंडियन आर्ट हेरिटेज हो, आर्किटेक्चर हो, instead of writing 2 lines as introduction, right, which gives more of an ornamental value to your answer, I would suggest give it more contextual presentation. How? अगर let's say मुगल आर्किटेक्चर पे ही क्वेश्चन है, right? Why instead of writing very general introduction that Mughal architecture was very astonishing, very marvelous, or something like that, or you'll just write the time period. Instead of writing that, just open your answer with a box like this and give different dimensions to the buildings or emphasis given during Mughal times. देखो तो जो first question है वो 10 marker ही है, right? So you do not have, the pages to fill, right? You just have to write 1.5 page, right? So you just add कि भाई हम क्या क्या देखते हैं. So what all do you see? You see tombs, you see minars, you see gardens, right? Just open and give the confidence to the examiner that you know the topic. जब examiner को ये confidence first 2 questions में आ जाएगा ना, so he will give you marks more liberally rather than, he will not be hesitant to give you marks. That's why the first 2 answers are very, very important. And as I've already told you, and you must be knowing, कि first 2 answers culture के ही होते हैं, right? So this is what you have to emphasize, कि in the first 2 answers, you have to gain the confidence of the examiner, right? To make use of flowcharts like this, right? Next is map. अब इसमें आप मैप का भी यूज कर सकते हो. इंपॉर्टेंट मॉन्यूमेंट्स और आर्किटेक्चर जैसे ताजमहल को आगरा में दिखा दो, ठीक है, डिफरेंट अदर मॉन्यूमेंट्स को आप मैप में दिखा दो. सो मैप कुड ऑल्सो बी यूज्ड, राइट? पॉइंट फॉर्मेट में यूज करो, बिकॉज you all know that copies get checked in 1.5 months or quarter to 2 months, right? So you do not have too much of bandwidth with the examiner that he's having copy and he's having luxury of time to check, right? He just needs to see the key points. वो key points जब आप visually बहुत अच्छे से दिखाते हो in terms of boxes or highlighting, again it makes the job of the examiner easy, right? So this is what you have to do, that you have to make use of boxes, you have to make use of point format in your answer mode, make use of maps. अगर theater पे आए, different theaters दिखा दो different states के, paintings के schools दिखा दो, right? Deccani painting यहाँ होगा, राजस्थानी यहाँ होगा, पाला paintings यहाँ होंगी, so something like that, you can use, right? So this is with respect to how you effectively write answers when it comes to presentation. Now comes your value addition. So when we add value to this answer writing specifically for art and culture, there are 2 things which I would like to add here. So I'm not talking about the value addition with respect to the content, because now there's no too much of time to prepare the content for every phase of history, right? What you can do is that you can add value to your answer which can earn you brownie points or extra marks, is brushing up the current affairs. Second, work on the initiatives or schemes undertaken by the government in different aspects. यहाँ पर आप ChatGPT या AI का use कर सकते हो. So for example, you know the broad headings. क्या है? Paintings, architecture, literature, pilgrimage tourism. ठीक है? So just type and Google what are the schemes and initiatives undertaken by the government in different fields of culture. So let's take an example of pilgrimage tourism. So when we talk about pilgrimage tourism, just in your notes for last minute edition or value addition, when you'll search for it, you'll get Prasad scheme, you'll get Hriday scheme, you will get, corridors, जैसे महाकाल corridor बना है, right? You will get adopt a heritage scheme. Just make a short note of it, right? If you want to do, let's say, literature, ठीक है, centers of excellence for classical language है, अभी classical language status दिया गया है, university में courses होते हैं, right? So something like that you'll add. When it comes to, again, preserving literature and digitization, to manuscript mission hai, right? So such things is what you will add for value addition, right? Next aspect to value addition in your answers is when you write conclusion. अब आप सोचोगे मैम that in culture how do we conclude? Conclusion plays a very important role again because एक psyche है examiner की. सबसे पहले he sees your opening paragraph and when he is just about to finish the checking of the answer, automatically his eyes goes on the last 2-3 lines, right? In the last 2-3 lines as part of conclusion, either you write the recent initiatives undertaken by the Indian government, any global initiatives, यहाँ पर UNESCO ने जहाँ पर भी कुछ किया है, that you can add. And next thing is how it is still relevant in present day context. So this present day context, if any aspect of culture or tradition we are still having, let's say if there's a question on, urban planning of Indus Valley, which we have adopted till today, right? So we can add certain aspects like this, right? Or let's say if there's a question on golden age of Gupta, how it has inspired, the future dynasties or the further dynasties, that you can write even if it is not asked in your concluding paragraph, right? So this is how you add value to your answers when it comes to art and culture, right? So another aspect which I would like to give you as a tip is beyond these 3 things, because they are the most relevant one, is just be very confident about yourself, right? Be cheerful, sleep well, because the more you sleep, your mind is well rested and it will be able to think more. You know that more strenuous exercise would happen when actually you are going to write exam or papers, and you know how much taxing it is. So if you're not well rested, you would not be able to come up with these points of value addition spontaneously, because there is this element in means answer writing which checks your spontaneity also. Everything you cannot prepare, right? So this is what I would like to tell you. I hope that it is useful for the last 2-3 days which are left, right? So all the best, guys. Have a nice day. We are all rooting for you, right? I know that you will all make through, and with these tips in different subjects, it will help you a lot. So all the best, guys. Have a nice day.